First, let's recognize something important. It's okay to be honest about where you stand. If you're not satisfied with how things are, that's all right. But don't label yourself a failure. Instead, ask yourself, what can I do to make things better? If it's about money, think about what you might be doing wrong. Is there something you're not aware of? The same thing goes for relationships. Do you struggle to talk to the opposite gender? To become great, you need to know where you are now and find ways to improve. Remember, growth starts when you realize there's room to get better. Just as a seed grows into a strong tree, God's intention is for you to grow and achieve more than you can currently imagine. This belief in your potential for growth and improvement is grounded in the idea that with God's guidance and support, you can reach new heights and accomplish things beyond your current capabilities. It's a message of encouragement and optimism about what lies ahead in your journey. I want you to understand that God is not limited. This means He has the power to change any circumstances, as long as there is an agreement between the doer and the receiver of the action. Let me simplify that for you. He can change things as long as both the one making the change and the one it's happening to agree. If you want to improve or get better, you first need to. That means you should want things to change, which will show in your actions, how you think, and your mindset. When someone doesn't agree, God sometimes makes things happen that'll help them want it more, like when others do well financially, or when people admire those God has helped. God often uses the things around you to help you want to change and to show you new chances. But you can also limit yourself by how you think. If you keep thinking negatively, it can stop God from helping you as much. Any person who wishes to become better or greater must first possess a strong desire. They must have a fervent longing for change, which translates into shifts in action, mindset, and thoughts. When a person lacks this desire for change, God often creates circumstances that ignite that desire. These circumstances manifest as testimonials of financial progress in others' lives, or as admiration for individuals God has uplifted. God frequently utilizes the immediate surroundings of a person to help change their desires and reveal opportunities. However, an individual can choose to limit themselves, and their mindset plays a role in how much God uplifts them. Don't be troubled. God's love is sufficient to ensure our daily growth through His words and His Spirit's guidance. This process assists us in becoming better individuals with a deeper comprehension of His teachings. When I refer to an agreement between the doer and the receiver of the action, I mean that when God wishes to assist a person, that individual must first seek change through desire and take action. God is always willing to bless us, but He also wants us to broaden our understanding. If God prompts you to change your surroundings and you remain stagnant, hoping for a positive change, that's a fallacy. Taking action is essential for improvement. This requires receiving guidance from God through reading His words, listening to His ministries, and prayer. Taking action, however, is not a solitary endeavor. It demands a profound connection with the divine, a communion with God through His words and the teachings of His ministries. Prayer becomes the cornerstone of this transformative process, bridging the gap between human effort and divine guidance. Furthermore, consider how you influence others. Aspiring to greatness involves committing to helping others and prioritizing their needs. Leadership entails putting others ahead of yourself. However, it's not only about your personal growth. It's also about how much you influence others. Achieving greatness requires a commitment to helping others and prioritizing their needs over your own. This is a fundamental part of being a leader, being able to care for others. Don't see yourself as a one-man entity. See yourself as someone responsible for the growth of many. Believe many on your success as a motivation for theirs. Think about how your actions can create a chain reaction. Making a difference doesn't always mean doing big things or completely changing everything. Sometimes, even the smallest acts can lead to the biggest changes. It could be as simple as talking to a friend and helping them make better choices, or giving advice that guides someone toward a better path. These small actions, driven by genuine care and kindness, have a strong impact. Impacting others doesn't always involve grand gestures. It can be as simple as offering advice that leads someone away from negative behaviors. Using stealing as an example, maybe a friend of yours is stealing, and then you tell him, "Don't steal again," and he doesn't. These actions contribute to building a successful portfolio for welcoming greater blessings. They demonstrate that you're capable of handling abundant blessings and allowing them to flow. When God intends to bless someone abundantly, that individual must possess qualities that positively impact those around them and the nation at large. When we listen to God's guidance and aim for something bigger, we can transform ourselves. It's proof that God can change lives. No matter what someone's past looks like, regardless of their history, they can become a source of positive change in the world with God's help. In a world full of challenges and changes, simply hoping for greatness isn't enough. You need strong determination to grow and change. This means working on becoming better. You have to connect with something bigger than yourself, to be open to change, and be brave enough to do things that might seem hard. Remember, you have the power to change your own life. As you go through the ups and downs of life, think of your mindset as a guide that helps you make decisions. Your surroundings are like a canvas, and what you do is like the brushstrokes that create a picture of your life. Every choice you make can create change, not just for you, but for the whole world. The most important factor is God. Make sure you have an effective relationship, and He will tell you the next step. So, when you hear the phrase, "God is going to make you greater than you are now," envision yourself as Paul, Abraham, David, etc. It signifies that your current circumstances are just a stepping stone toward a future that holds immense growth, accomplishments, and fulfillment. Embrace the journey, trust in the process, and allow the hand of God to nurture your potential until it blossoms into something beautiful and impactful. To put it simply, welcome the desire to change. Think of it like a tiny spark that can start a big fire of change. Get guidance from God. Likewise, teachings or advice from His ministers. And remember, even small things you do can make the world better. As you aim for greatness, be someone who brings hope and inspires others. This will light up the path to a better future for everyone.